Greetings and welcome to the Why Struggle podcast. I'm your host, Barbara J. Faison, and my intention with this podcast is to offer ideas, insights, and inspirations so you can live life better. Greetings and welcome to Week 3. Know the stages of grief. In the 1980s, AT&T had a marketing campaign called Reach Out and Touch Someone. It was all about the power of your voice. The power of your voice to offer comfort. The power of your voice to offer healing. The power of your voice to offer just what is needed at that time. Over the weekend, we celebrated the life of Mary A. Hobson. Mrs. Hobson was the mother of a dear friend of mine, Gina. Mrs. Hobson was a fashionista, a beautician, and part of my village growing up in Albany, Georgia. Earlier in the week before the service on Saturday, I reached out to Gina just to say hello. We talked for over an hour, laughing and reminiscing about a deep and rich history we've had for over 40 years. It reminded me of the power of your voice and the power of having a rich history with someone. As we celebrated Mrs. Hobson's life, I was reminded of my own mother and father and what amazing community and support I had growing up. My childhood in Albany, Georgia was filled with community, and two of my oldest and dearest friends, Suzanne and Gina, are a part of a rich history. In 2022, we said goodbye to Suzanne's parents, and Mrs. Hobson was the final parent of ours to join the others in our village, wherever they are. Grief comes in waves. At least it does for me. I found myself reliving the grief of losing my own mother through the experience of being there for Gina as we celebrated a life well lived. I took time to be with my feelings and emotions on my solo drive back from Albany, stopping in familiar places and enjoying the mixture of sunshine and cold. It is winter, right? The excerpt that I'm sharing this week from my ebook audiobook, Why Struggle? Life is Too Short to Wear Tight Shoes, is Know the Stages of Grief. Know the stages of grief. Life is a cycle. We are born, we live, we die. Death is as natural as living. Recognizing and accepting the laws of nature can help us live more in the present moment. As we learn to accept our lives and live without struggling over the inevitable, we can truly appreciate the gift of life. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance are the stages of grief. The time for each stage is as unique as your fingerprint. Experience the emotions as they arise, and be gentle with yourself at this time. Remember, we may also experience grief when we make changes in our lives, such as a change in a relationship, moving to a new city, or a change in your work environment. A loss is a loss. Give yourself permission to grieve as you feel necessary. Practice. Remember when someone you loved died and how you felt. Think about the emotions you felt. Were they denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance? Affirmation. I accept the flow of life. Peace of mind is mine. Winter is also known as a time for grief to be an emotion that comes up for people. What are your thoughts about grief? You can connect with me at Barbarafaison LLC at Gmail. And if social media is better for you, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram are best. The card I pulled for us in this moment from my Relax, Listen, and Trust Your Inner Guidance card deck is the number 2, Relax. I turn off my devices for 15 minutes. This is a great practice I do often. It allows me to be more present with what is happening in my life. Considering breath work or meditation as a tool for living life better? Here are a few resources that can support you. On the second and third Wednesday of each month from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern, I host my Breathe with Barbara live session that includes gentle movement, breathwork, meditation, and silence. These gatherings are intimate, about 6 to 8 people, and only $15 a session. You can find the link to register at barbarafaison.com/store. If you prefer to have a teacher for instruction, I offer one-on-one sessions as well as group sessions with a minimum of 3 people. Send me an email or message through the contact form on my website if you're interested. If you prefer using apps, I encourage you to check out the Insight Timer app. It is the #1 app for free meditations for sleep, anxiety, and stress, and I have over 50 meditations, book excerpts, and my courses for premium members, and more on the app. The link is insighttimer.com. My meditations are posted free on other apps including Aura, Meditation Station, Spotify, Pandora, YouTube, Apple Music, Amazon, and more. Just search for Barbara J. Faison as the artist and you'll find me. I'd love for you to follow me, put me on your monthly playlist, and choose the notification bell to learn when I have posted new meditations. You can also find upcoming events and where you can meditate with me. All of the links are on LINKTR.EE/Barbarafaison. I hope you will check out my YouTube channel, Barbara Faison, where I share ideas, insights, and reminders to be in the present moment called breath breaks and more. If you'd like to take a breath break, you can find over 50 on the Breath Break playlist. Be sure to subscribe, follow, share, and leave a comment if you joined. Feel free to share your thoughts, ask a question, or just say hello to me via email at barbarafaisonllc@gmail.com. Thank you for your support in being on this journey with me. Until next time, keep breathing and do something new. Be well and be kind to you.